good evening, everybody. Hello. It's slightly less hot than it was yesterday, so we're on. After yes, we weren't on yesterday. We were good to be, and then it was just it was just warm again. Like, and this room, it's a streaming room. A PC is essentially kind of a radiator, no matter how lightly you run it, and this room gets hot as well. So it was kind of like the third day straight of being like a really hot day. I thought, I can't. I'm still experiencing heat death, says Vodka. Good lord, yes, it is. I think. Oh my lord! One day I'll work out why that's not triggering all the time. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Good lord, how many months is that? So many. Crikey. Welp, indeed, friend. 5 years and 2 months, good lord. Over the 5-year threshold by quite some margin now. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being one of the almost always being one of the podium place winners as well. You're always there in the background. It's a reassuring presence. It is, I appreciate you for it. So welcome back, friends, too. Oh, my God. Welcome back to the full... You've got full GIF list privileges. Executive restrooms in Discord are reopened to you, of course.
Alcohol consumption is a good thing.
Yes, there we go. Welcome in, Vic. Also, How's Finland? I think it was Finland. How's Finland? Yes, welcome back to all the other bits and pieces that you get as a sub. But most importantly, if you sub, resubscribe or get gifted a sub, you get yourself a thank you fist bump, as you well know. And this is for you. You ready? Boom. Thank you very much, mate. How are you? How's your bit of Manchester, friend? How's your bit of Manchester? I hope you're okay. You upgraded your PC so it generates even more heat. Ooh, so what have you was it a modular upgrade? Did you kind of swap a few things out, or are we talking a complete rebuild or rebuy, Vodka? I'm curious as to what you've done with it. Interesting. We like a bit of tech talk in the lounge, we like a little bit of tech talk if it's going on. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Your bit good. Yeah, there's a bit of a breeze building because I think it's going to rain soon. It's definitely. It's beginning to build up. So you can tell that the weather's is about to kind of cycle a little bit. So hopefully, it will continue to cool down a bit because I know there's some people who are absolute kind of, they're heat goblins. They love this heat. I'm not one of them. And yesterday, it got to kind of like ostensibly the times I would normally stream on a Sunday, and it was just so. It was just. Yeah, the heat was just sitting there like a slightly damp, warm cloth. I thought I can't turn this PC on. I'm just if I might have napped. I might have had a dad nap as well, which didn't help. It's oh my gosh, a full upgrade. Even in new case though, my old one was fine. Wow, so that's essentially built with your own bare hands and Vodka. Was it basically a full new build with maybe a couple of things kind of taken across from the old one? Exciting. So what's in it? What have you upgraded to? What GPUs and all that kind of stuff is lurking within now. Right, let me see. So who was it? Let's do the official welcomes. Only the SSD made it over from the new one. Yeah. I'm trying to think actually. Yeah. When I was I'm trying to remember when I built Daddy Was and Daughter's PC. It was a combination of new and recycled, if you see what I mean, or repurpose. Sorry, not recycled. Repurpose. But I remember similar. It was a similar thing, Oh, hello, Lord Archibald. I'm amazed you're in here in this warmth. To the annex. Actually, have some full cat. Have some full cat. You can just about see him. Here he is, Lord Archibald. Lord Archibald III is sort of on camera. There we go. There he is. His floofiness. There we go. Lord Archibald III, the third of his name. The person who's truly in charge of the lounge. When it comes down to it, you know, he's the custodian of the lounge. He's the owner of Wisdom Towers. He's why we're here, and there we go. He's decided to come in for a little bit of food. You know, I mean, obviously he'll wander off again. He'll wander off. I'll put myself back in the annex for a minute so you can still see him. Don't follow for me. Follow for the cat, as I always say, basically. Which I think on occasion, I think there's been a couple of occasions where the comedic timing for that has worked and somebody has literally followed when I say that line. The other follow on being don't sub for me, sub for the cat, and if you already sub, then don't donate for me, donate for Lord Archibald, who has very expensive tastes in food that keeps his stomach from throwing it all back up again. He's very particular like that. I remember we had a fun sort of like few months when we were first settling Lord Archibald into the premises, you know, and it became apparent that kind of your standard wet food wasn't going to cut it. It would come up more often than not. So we took him to the vet about it and said, he has a dicky tummy, and says, okay, try him on the dry food instead. And that's where we've been ever since, basically. It seems to be the stuff that works for him. And he likes it, obviously. Look at the state. He's absolutely look at it. He's going for it. He's not for being interrupted at this point in time. I'm not even going to bother making conversation with him. He's just... but yes, Lord Archibald is here, ladies and gentlemen. So he greets you in his way, you know. Right, so gold went to yourself, Vodka. Well done. Taliamartha, welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. How's your bit of the world? I forget which bit of the world. I know you're in the UK, but I forget which bit of the. Don't dox yourself. But I hope your bit of the UK isn't too oppressively hot. Silver medal for yourself, and then Vic, your first bronze medal. Your first bronze medal. Welcome to the podium places. The pick of the sandwiches from behind the bar for our early lounge entrance. And, of course, the medals, which all contribute to the running total, the medals table, which will ultimately translate into a whizzy for somebody at the end of 2025. Milton Keynes. Oh, my Lord. The place of the... it's the place with the roundabouts, and obviously, and all that. Okay, yeah. Okay, I hope things in Milton Keynes are all right today, Taliamar. How are you in more general terms? I hope you're okay. And thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I do. And Vic, once again, welcome in. I hope you're doing okay. But you were telling me about your PC specs, I think, Vodka. Oh, good. So what is this? What have you got yourself? And what's that? An RX 9070 XT? Good God, this all sounds very high-end, actually. Mostly white components. A full list is in the panels on my channel. Oh, my Lord, Vodka. That sounds very swish. I have pondered in the past doing kind of a non-standard case build. You know, kind of like that kind of like black. It's kind of black and glass, isn't it? You know, black and chrome. And what have you. So, but I am quite fond of like the more colourful cases out there. I remember, I think when I was building Daddy Wisdom Daughter's PC, I was vaguely thinking about maybe a pink PC case because she wanted to go for the kawaii look. And then two things. One, I says, hang on, I've already got a really nice case here that needs to be repurposed. And then how much are they charging me extra just because it's pink? I'm not doing that. So I ended up getting a kind of like some pink accessories instead. So that seems to work quite well. That's very impressive, mate. So it sounds like it's going to run like a beast, you know. The only thing I haven't done is custom water cooling. That stuff scares me. Yeah, I mean, I just use. Have you got like the self-contained systems? Like what they could, what's the one I've got? What's the one I've got in here? Is it a Logitech? Is it a Logitech IQ? Whoever does the IQ stuff, I've got one of those in. One of those kind of cooler things. They're usually pretty good. But yeah, when you want to, I've seen the ones where you have to, where it's kind of like custom, because don't you have to kind of almost like, I haven't really looked into the full custom pumping of liquids and stuff, but Corsair, that's it. Thank you. Yeah, I've seen those. And there's the ones that are super custom. Aren't there the super custom ones? I don't know if where you have to kind of pump the liquid in yourself, or am I misremembering that? Because Lord Archibald's wandered off. Back to the lounge we go. The full room, the main room. I didn't think he'd stay. Not in this warmth. It's still warm in here. It's not nearly as bad as it has been, but it's still noticeably toasty in here. I didn't think he'd hang around. Yeah, I've seen the custom. Yeah, those custom builds with the water stuff is like, water. Yeah, a separate coolant reservoir of instead of being self-contained. Yeah, see, for me, that's kind of even beyond my comfort level. Honest gamer, knock knock. Who's there? Hello. Welcome in, honest gamer. I like that. Is that sort of like me? Hello, indeed. Yeah, I do. I was like, what's my favorite knock knock joke is the interrupting cow. Knock knock. Who's there? Interrupting cow. Interrupting cow. Moo. So it just tickles me doing that. I think it's because it kind of it plays with the meta of the joke. You see. You know what I mean? I quite like it. Welcome in, honest gamer. How's your Monday going? How is your start of the week going? Welcome into the lounge. My name is Daddy Wisdom. I am a dad. I do actually do have a daughter. I do try and be wise. If you need some advice, I can't guarantee whether it's any good, but ! Advice and avail yourself of over 500 individual pieces of advice, which I do need to add to. None of it is AI slop. Every single one of them came out of my head, and it depresses me that I have to say that these days. But this is the reality of the world we live in these days. People just type stuff in and think it's good enough. But there we are. Oh my lord. Oh God, America's in the house. There they are. Hello, Despair Bear. The Bear of Despair is here, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Ohio. Hello, Despair Bear. Lovely to see you, friend. It's very kind. I'd be more energetic, but it's still very warm here, so I'm slightly enervated. I have a kind of a reduced capacity for being super high energy at the moment. Not that I'm particularly high energy at the best of times, I am doing all right. I am genuinely delighted to see you. Exactly. And I'm not just saying it. It always gladdens my heart when I see you here, mate. It's lovely to see you. I hope you're doing all right. You're doing all right. How is everybody's week starting off, by the way? I mean, that's more of a general question for everybody. I do hope you're all having a good start to the week. Hope you're having a good start to the week. Do let me know how the rest of the week is panning out, all that kind of stuff. See how we're all girding our loins. I'm not traditionally on a Monday. Like I say, this is a bonus stream because we sacked it off yesterday. Right, let me just catch up with chat though. Honest gamer, I'm good, excellent. Been painting. Oh, love it. As you can see, the easel here is because we did a Bob Ross painting a little while back. We love our Bob Ross. I think I got more paint on the desk than I did on the canvas, but a great time. It was lovely. It was a charity thing, it was charity, but it was lovely. Did love a bit of Bob Ross painting. See, it was with acrylic of Adam West, Batman, and Robin in the Batcave. That's amazing. I love that, honest gamer. Seriously, I love it when we kind of find these little factoids about kind of people in the lounge, and the stuff they've been up to. That sounds really cool. Do you paint a lot? Is this a new hobby, or is this something that you've been doing for a fair amount of time? Interesting. Where am I? You spent too much money, says Vodka. I don't know if you can spend too much money when it comes to PCs. You spend exactly what you need to spend, But yeah, the whole separate coolant reservoir stuff just... yeah, that's kind of beyond my comfort level in terms of PC builds. I'm not saying I couldn't do it and what have you, but I feel like that's kind of getting into the realms where I'd rather have somebody who's got real expertise to do it, you know, just in case there's all sorts of funny bits and pieces going on with it. You know what I mean? You know, I'm quite happy with the self-contained units you get from Corsair and stuff. You know what I mean? Unless you're doing something absolutely mad and you're trying to make it aesthetically amazing as well. I don't know. At that point, I'm almost like, yeah, would I pay the premium of a PC build specialist to do that bit for me? Don't know. Fun though, you know. Talia Marfan went for the advance. Which one did you get? Avoid eBay when drunk unless you enjoy spending your food money in a collectible Beanie Baby. Yes. Drunk buying on eBay is still a thing, isn't it? I mean, you could exchange that for Amazon as well. Amazon's similar, yeah. But eBay can be dangerous when you've had a couple of beers. Watch out. That said, I have been looking at, and I've been sober when looking at it. I mentioned this before. For my bookshelves downstairs, I mentioned before, I still want to get a full set of Encyclopedia Britannica for a decent price, and within driving distance, you know. And I'm happy to play the waiting game, but I tell you, seriously, people they've got way too high expectations, high expectations as to how much they think those encyclopedias are worth. Really. I keep seeing these listings that are just not selling because they think because they've got like 30 books or something, you know, and they're lovely books, you know, they're aesthetically very pleasing, but you're not going to get 150 quid upwards for them. You know what I mean? They are, they are quite niche really these days. What with the internet and all, but yeah, there's still people hanging on to no, these are worth hundreds. I said they're not. They're worth 50 quid really. I'll give you 50 quid when somebody is a bit more realistic with their listings. And I've seen a couple of realistic listings where somebody has literally been selling a full set of Encyclopedia Britannica collection only for, I think it was 25 quid. They weren't like pristine. But that in itself is part of the charm of them, actually. But 25 quid, I was like, okay, that's actually a decent price. Unfortunately, they were like 150 miles away, and at that point, you know, the economics of it don't work. So I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for that Goldilocks moment when somebody's selling something that's close enough for cheap enough. At the moment, I'm seeing some cheap ones too far away, and the ones close, they're having a laugh at how much they want. Anyway, let me just catch up. I'm a bit slow today. Again, it's still warm, and it's Monday, which does not help, does it not? Oh dear, but yeah, I'm doing okay, Despair Bear. I do hope you're okay. Get more of those fable mushrooms in the oven with saffron orzo. Minxie, hello. How are you doing, friend? There she is, dressing to impress on the Robloxy. Did the thing tick over your dashboard on all that, Minxie, yesterday? I got to tell you, it's flipping out. The way Roblox makes its money is like, it's kind of a different world to me. It's like, good God, it's what an ecosystem is what it is. It was fun. It was fun to see some of the cursed creations, including my own, actually, when we were playing yesterday. Got to say. My God. Yes, well, I'll tell you, Marfan. Minxie was doing a Roblox special yesterday, and a great time was had by all. It was good stuff. Where am I? I will get to your... I get there eventually with chat. It just takes me a bit, especially when I'm a bit slow. Vodka, the salt heat mechanism on my secret lab chair is stuck in the fully reclined position. Oh no, even your chair has had enough for the day. I hope you can fix it, mate. Maybe a bit of percussive maintenance with a rubber, like kind of a rubber-headed mallet, you know. I'm not sure if that'll work. It's just kind of, you know, it might make you feel better if nothing else, you know. I kind of really want to paint something again, but I psych myself out. Oh, Despair Bear, you should. You know, you know you'd get all the love in the world from this community if you did, and you shared your progress or curations. Do you think it'd be something you'd do on stream, Despair Bear? Or is this more of a kind of off-stream thing for you. You know, there's no right answer to that, by the way, of that, of course. You know, I'm just curious to which way you'd go. You know, so your week is starting uncomfortably. I would have thought you're starting off very louche and languid. Then vodka, if it's in fully reclined, you're full back and you go, oh yes, I shall lounge here like an ancient Roman senator in his triclinium. Yes, feed me grapes, somebody. Oh dear. Why is that not working? God damn it so much! I'll do it. Titans here.
What's this, a non-standard stream?
I know, right? What we like, madness has prevailed yet again. Because we weren't on yesterday, Titan, and I kind of felt bad about it. I mean, it was kind of sensible that I didn't come on because it was, I was just feeling very like, it was just. I was like, it was too hot, and it wouldn't have been a particularly pleasant experience for anybody involved, I don't think. So I thought we'd do just a cheeky chill one, just to kind of like see how everybody's doing at the top of the week, But yeah, non-standard stream, but Titan. What's that? 55 months. My dashboard is telling me. Good God, man, that is a lot of months. That's a lot of months indeed. Thank you so much for the resub, mate. I do appreciate you. I really do. How are you today? Welcome back. Full GIF list privileges have been reinstated. You're back into the executive restrooms in Discord. You get all this, like the stream loot specials, all that kind of stuff. But most importantly, of course, you get yourself your thank you fist bump. So here we go, mate. This is for you. You ready? Here we go. Here we go. Oh, here we are. Boom. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate you. I really do. Hope you're having a good start to your week as well. But yeah, let's catch up with chat still. You're doing. I'm also doing nostalgia, movie scenes and cartoons. Nice. The canvas is massive. So what's that? 120 centimeters. So a meter, 1.2 meters by 1.5 meters. Wow, that is pretty impressive, mate. That's awesome. I mean, by all means, if you ever, if you get to a point whenever you want to share stuff, if you decide to continue to hang out here in the lounge, we do have a Discord and we do have a Pics and Vids channel, and we love to share creations like that. So, yeah, that sounds honestly really cool, mate. I bought a load of pin badges once from Etsy when I may have been drunk. Etsy is also a danger. Yeah, that thing that looks amazing. And then you've had a couple of beers and the general checks and balances are not as strong as they used to be. And the next thing you know, you get a mystery package like a week later, don't you? Oh my Lord. Celso, welcome in. It is our master level GeoGuessr is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in, Celso. How are you today? How is your Monday treating you? Thank you for popping in and saying hello. Bonus stream, not normally on a Monday. But as I've just mentioned, we would have been on yesterday, but the heat was too oppressive, So we decided, I thought I'd do a quick one today. Would you want UK or USA encyclopedia books? Is there a difference? That's a good question. Apart from the spelling on this gamer, I think some things would just, facts are facts. I think maybe. The Encyclopedia Britannica is obviously going to have maybe a lean towards British history, so maybe it covers a lot of famous British figures from when we had an empire and all that kind of stuff. I don't know what the USA equivalent of encyclopedias is actually. I don't know. We had Encyclopedia Britannica. I don't know what the the American one was. I guess that those ones would have much more of a slant towards American figures in history, etc. But there'd still be some overlap, especially around science, perhaps. But even then, I'm sure the Britannica ones concentrate on famous British scientists, But still, aesthetically, they're in the same ballpark, aren't they? Yes, but you enjoy your Roblox as well. Tell you, Marfan. Any particular game you play within, No joy. I have a ticket open to get it replaced. Oh, the chair. How long have you had the chair then, mate? Is it? It's good that it's good that it's still under warranty, if nothing else. They're a bit of a bugger to get it packed up and sent out. I used to paint those tiny miniature canvases as gifts to people, cheap and thoughtful. Yeah, that's a lovely idea, Minxie. I think I've heard of somebody else who does that. Who does? Oh no, it's fellow lounge member Ibolia Cullerhead. She's an artist and she does. I think she does it as a channel point redeem. If you have enough, you have enough points. She'll. She does them on stream occasionally, but she'll do a little channel point redeem to do like commissioned ones for you or stuff like that. It's lovely. They're lovely. But they're so because they're obviously like I don't know. It feels like you can't get more. You really can't get more personal, can you, than a little mini commission painting? It's lovely, But yeah, it's really cool that you did that, Minxie. I didn't know that. I did not know that of you, and now I do. That's nice. But yeah, welcome in once again, Titan. Thank you once again for that resub, friend. I do hope you're okay. I do hope you're okay. Oh, you're going to share? Oh, thank you for sharing Honest Gamer. We'll check them out. Actually, if you posted, if you post, you let me see. Where are you? I say, oh, I see you're in the Discord. I will welcome you to the Discord. Hang on. Welcome in, Honest Gamer. There we are. Oh my lords! Oh god, it's just this still broke. God. I don't know why that trigger needs like every other one's still automatic. All the other ones work perfectly, and that one just decides it needs a bit of a kickstart.
Does it work now?
It works with some direct intervention. Izzy, 53 months. My God. 53. Thank you so much, mate. I appreciate you. So I'm just making sure that I've not mucked about with this too much. Right, 53 months, mate. That is so kind. Welcome in, Izzy. How are you? Lovely to see you on this Monday. I hope you're having a good start to the week. And again, welcome back to the GIF list. Welcome back to ad-free viewing, executive restrooms. And of course, you get yourself, anybody who subs, resubs gets gifted a sub, gets themselves a thank you fist bump. Yes, they do. And I mean, you know this. You've been here forever, is it? You ready? Are you ready? Boom. Thank you very much. I hope you are well. I hope Danny is well. Do let us know how it's going. But thank you, mate, sincerely for the continued support. It means a lot. It really does. It really does, guys. But yeah, Jade is here. Oh, I've got a moderator to protect me. Oh, I feel all safe now. I feel like I've been enveloped in a big moderator hug that's in the shape of Jade. Welcome in. How are you doing? Ooh, Honest Gamer. Are these the things you've painted? Oh, these are cool. Nice, mate. Nice. These are cool. Do check them out. I'll just put them on briefly here, so people can have a look themselves. But look at our new friend. Look at these. I do love the creation. The creativity of our lounge members. You know what I mean? Look at this. Oh, look at that from the Mario Brothers movie. I like what you're doing there. So that was the one you were basing it on and all that, and then you're doing a Clerks one as well. You're working on the Batman and Robin one. Oh, nice. Hulk Hogan. Good. We're going back a bit here. When he was... Is that when he was still in his Hulkamania phase? Good Lord. Mate. Oh, I love it. Thank you for sharing, mate. Thank you, sincerely. I really, like I said, I do love the talents that everybody has across, and everybody has something here, I do appreciate when people share them. Hang on. We will do some GeoGuessr training, by the way, in a minute. I think that's where we'll go. Or we might do a Madhouse listing. Might do that. Madhouse listing or GeoGuessr. Let's have a think. Seltzer, let's see. The master level player disgraced himself trying to get Peeps interesting last time. Mate, seriously, the stuff you pick up on, even when I was, when I was chilling and just, I'd add you on, while I was chilling and what have you. And this, the way it's really interesting to see what experienced players pick up on that I obviously don't have that level yet. And they'll go, that, and I go, oh, okay, that's worth knowing. It's really cool. But Jade, welcome in once again. Thank you for those shout outs. If you, yes, for those shout outs, if you do not already follow Minxie, do give them a follow. Award-winning streamer, I'm going to keep saying that, award-winning streamer, class of 2025 from the Gamer Awards. You should be following them if you're not already. Despair Bear, our friend from America Land, wonderful chill vibe. Definitely place to hang out as well. Do give them a follow as well. Wonderful. She's a wonderful human being. Well, she pretends to be I mean, she does a good facsimile of a wonderful human being. You know, I mean, she's got, yeah, she does a reasonable job. Reasonable job. You know. So do check them out. Mo, I've got to you at last. I see you. How are things in Moland? How are you? I hope you're doing okay. Have you recovered from the COVID bout, friend? I hope you're still not suffering from that. But welcome in, mate. Lovely to see you. Looking forward to catching up with you IRL at some point. I hope we get to catch up with you at IRL again at some point, friend. It's lovely to see you. I do hope you're. I hope you're. You know, your energy levels are where they need to be. You know, after your adventures in Dubai. Who else is here? Who else there? Vinny, yeah, I knew I saw another name. Vinny, how are things? How are things in Dutchland, in the land of Nether? How are things in Holland land? Vinny, lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. It's hot. Oh yeah. I know that feeling. We've been having that as well. It's been. Yeah, it's slightly better today. It's not perfect, but it's definitely better. We are due a bit of rain, I think, tomorrow. I won't complain, to be honest. I won't complain. So hopefully it will cool down a bit more. But yeah, lovely to see you. I hope you're having a good start to your week. You know, having bran flakes as an aperitif. Whoa. Minxie, you're meant to be the cool kid that I know. You know what I mean? You know, I'm Mr. Potato Head, right? Okay, but I console myself on the fact that I know lots of cool people. So I'm not saying that I'm not cool, but I know cool people, and one of the coolest of the cool is yourself, Minxie, right? You're super cool. You're a super interesting person, right? And then you pull back the curtain. All right, I'm having bran flakes as an aperitif. Bran flakes with raisins. Wow. It's a classic my mum used to have all the time. I mean, keep you regular. You know what I mean? It's a proper good digestive health thing. I'll give you that 100%. I mean, it's obviously very healthy, actually. It's very healthy. Can't think the last time I had bran flakes. Can't remember the last time I had cornflakes, actually. I don't really do cereal. To be honest, I don't tend to do solid food before like 10:30 in the morning. It's coffee or nout, really. You know, my mum was the fibre police. I love that. I love the fact that there might have been inspections. You know, Danny, I see you as well. Hello. Jade, are you there? Can we just do 2 more shout-outs if you would be so kind? Would you be so kind to shout out both Seldsaw, who is our pro-level GeoGuessr, and Danny, who is an absolute vibe star. I was lurking earlier in your co-streaming chat, Danny, when you were chilling out with the old co-working stuff, and you had a little jigsaw up in the top right and all that. It was lovely. You know, it was lovely to have you on in the background a bit when I was able to. So yeah, and so please, yeah. So Danny, lovely vibe. You know what I mean? It's kind of, and it's, you know, it's kind of definitely a place where you can just chill out, be yourself, and you know, hang out as much, and again, just chill and talk as much or as little as you want. Very much the, you know, I feel like a very similar ethos to the lounge in that regard. You know, you don't have to speak; you can just chill out and lurk in the background, if you will. You know, it's absolutely fine. Definitely the same there in Danny's space. Wonderful human being from America. It's not Canada land, is it? Is it Canada land? Or it's America land or Canada land? I know you're on the East Coast. I'm going to say America land. I feel that you're New York way. Yes, America land. New York State, I think. I try and remember for everybody who becomes a lounge member. I really try and remember where everybody's from as much as I can. Yeah, I knew you were. Yeah, East Coast. I knew it was the coast, but it is Americaland. Yeah. Thinking of somebody else for Canada land. You're very good at guessing. Pretty close to New York, actually. Oh, right. Cool. Love it. That's quite handy. Yeah, that's quite handy. Have you seen how much hotels cost in Manhattan, Danny? But at the moment, I've got no particular incentive to visit America, and that's nothing to do with you. No offense, but everything else. Yeah, you'd love to go to Canada land. Well, when Sheds is in, I2 Sheds, we have Canadiac friends. Maybe we can, Danny. Maybe we can sort out some sort of Airbnb situ with you and I2 Sheds. He's a lovely fella. He's based in Toronto, right? He loves it, so he's kind of on the edge of Quebec as well. So you can go talk to French people as well, people who speak French if you wish. So it's good. It's all good. It's all good. I mean, he doesn't know I'm talking on his behalf here, but if he does pop in, Danny, I've got a surprise for you, Sheds. Do you have a spare red room? Good. Right. Oh my God, where am I? Lovely to see you, Daddy. How you doing, mate? How you doing? I hope you're doing okay as well. Vithika, bonsoir. La Belge est bon, n'est-ce pas? Comment ça va, mon ami Marc? C'est complète parce que tu es ici. I shall be doing the lurkies, then I shall not drag you out of lurk. I will finish speaking French, but know that I'm delighted that you're here, mate. I hope you're well. And we have done a shout out for you. Jade's like an absolute machine today. Thank you, mate. Appreciate you, Jade. Lord Bogomol, talking of America land, Lord Bogomol's here. I say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Something about a flag, if I vaguely remember the rest of it. Oh dear, Lord Bogwell, lovely to see you, friend. I hope you're okay. I hope you and the family are all right, mate. It's lovely to see you. I hope you're having a nice one, a decent start to your Monday. But yes, I've never visited. Honestly, actually thinking on, I've never visited Canada, and it's on my list. Actually, honestly, it feels like quite a pleasant place to check out. I'll have to rectify that at some point. Where am I? The plane that crashed. Yeah, it's quite sad that it was kind of a small commercial jet, kind of like kind of not quite charter, but not quite scheduled and stuff. I think 4 people have been kind of like confirmed gone because of Vinny, which is very sad. You never like to see it. I'm sure more will come out as the investigations continue. Where am I? Yeah, exactly. If I go to Canada, I'll be able to improve my geoguessing, won't I, Seltzor? Yeah, exactly. I'll be able to say, I know what that means. To be honest, actually, was it you, Seltzor, or was it like El Segundo or one of the other geoguessers? The one thing that I picked up that I now remember is that if it says in America the maximum speed sign say speed limit, while in Canada it says maximum. So when I see that now, I immediately know which country I'm in, which I didn't know before, and I love that I know this. Yes, it is all general blurg, isn't it? I'm just not going to get into travel abundance, so I'm hoping to get to Canada soon. Yeah, oh yeah. Yes, exactly. We should have maybe we need a Canada meetup. Maybe we need a North American WizCon, or like the continent of North America, and where should we all meet? I don't know. Is Toronto nice? Or Montreal might be all right. I don't know. I mean, I've heard that Vancouver's lovely, but that's West Coast, and that might be a bit of a faff to get to. I don't know. Yeah, it's a good tidbit. Yeah, Danny. Yeah, all these little things I'm learning from GeoGuessr from the training we've been doing. Yeah, it was. Yeah. That plane that crashed. It does medical charters and stuff, which again is like doubly tragic. I want to go to Montreal to see the Freddy statue. I didn't know there's a statue there. That's cool. Absolutely, you could do your best Freddie Mercury kind of impression in front of it, can't you? And everything, because I know you're a massive Queen fan, Jade. You know. Not sure I ever said it on your runs. It might have been. It'll be somebody from the community because I didn't know it sold so. But it was. If it wasn't yourself, then it was. You know, it was like an El Segundo or the other new GeoGuessr friends we've made recently. You know. I would do Toronto. Yeah. Well, Sheds. The thing is, I2 Sheds is based in Toronto, so we could all stay at his house. Actually, I would do that to him. God bless him. But he'd approve of the location. I bet. But I do, yeah, I'm sure Toronto is perfectly acceptable. Bit of a faff, you say. I just learned a new word. Oh my lord, British English, Danny. Do we need to do like a British English special? Because we are a very international lounge here. You know, I mean, just at a glance, you know, right now we've got the North Americans in, we've got the Belgians in, the Dutch in, you know, a couple of Englishy types, you know. It's a veritable melting pot, a smorgasbord of dialects. We could definitely do a British English special at some point, you know. I love learning new UK slang words and stuff. I'll tell you, the best location to do that, Danny, is number one, visit the UK, obviously, because you know, because it's like, you know, like Gorillas in the Mist. You know that film with Sigourney Weaver, right? Okay, the way to do your Gorillas in the Mist with the Brits is to visit the UK and go to a pub with a local. Yeah, so go to and go to their local pub, not like a chain pub, like a touristy one. Get yourself into a local pub, right? And you will walk amongst us, right? And we'll teach you the phraseology. Yeah, and minx it. Yeah, Scottish, of course Scottish. Of course, it's a country in its own right, you know. So I wished you flapping of your gums, you wee bairns, you know. We can do a little bit of Scottish as well, you know. It's great, you know. It's great. Yeah, exactly. So we could do Scottish as well. Yeah, but a pub's a good place because you'll pick up also. Wished, or alternative. How'd you wished? You wished. you wee dafty. What are you doing now? Ah, Minxie. You're right there, me wee hen. You know, I do love that Scottish phrase. How prevalent is it, Minxie? I don't know where I picked it up from. I've heard it a few times though. You know, hen. You know, so all right, hen. I've always liked it, but I don't know how is it kind of is it still used cross generationally in Scotland, or is it seen like as an old person's thing to say? You know what I mean? It's a good job Michaela's on a boat, isn't it? Yeah, oh, she'd love this conversation. I'm sure if she watches the VOD, I'll be getting comments. It's still really common to refer to a woman girl. Yeah. All right, hen. So it's all right. You can still say, how you doing, wee hen? You know. Went to an amazing pub in Toronto. Would love to go back to it. Nice. There we go. Maybe Toronto. Maybe we need to do Toronto WizCon. That'd be quite fun. One hell of a bit of planning to do it, but it would be quite fun. You know. But it is an effect. Yeah, it's an affectionate thing, isn't it? Yeah, it's not a pejorative. That's the main thing. As long as I'm not saying it in a way that means I'm upsetting people, you know. We cut through Canada to visit sister when she was in university. Nice. I say can't be asked regularly now. Oh, Danny, we need to. Let's see. Shall we? Let's teach. Danny wants to learn, and that's what the lounge is about. It's an educational place here. So let us think of British people. This is a call to arms. Can I have your favourite UK bit of slang? And post it in chat, and then we'll discuss it with Danny. So that, and of course, for benefit, and it is a general cross educational thing. If it, I mean, we obviously get people who are also not from the UK from other countries, but you will also learn. So you know, Lord Bogomol will learn something, and Vithik will learn something, and Celso will learn something. So give me your favourite bit of UK kind of slang, a phrase that you like to use or you like to hear in the UK that would mean absolutely nothing to our American friends or our non-British friends more generally, because we have. I mean, if you think about what the Brits do to the English language, we don't half muck about with it, really, you know. But yeah, educational phraseology. Let's do that. I mean, what's my own? What would my own be? Oh, let me have a think. When I first moved to London, I hung out with some proper London natives, and they taught me "jam your hype." I don't know that one. I don't know that one. That's new even to me, Minxie. Good lord, I'm not cool enough for some of this phrasing. You know what I mean? Good lord. A word, chuffed. Yeah, chuffed to bits. Oh, I'm chuffed to bits. Oh. It's like proper street slang for shut up, I think. Oh, wow. Okay. That's definitely, or calm down. All right. I don't know that one. Yeah, I would say. Oh, I can tell you, I'll give you a very old-fashioned Northern England phrase, which I do like to say on occasion still. If you want to express surprise, as in like, oh gosh, that thing you have just told me is a surprise to me, you can go, oh, I'll go to the foot of our stairs. With that accent, obviously. You know, somebody from Southern England wouldn't say that. Because it wouldn't. It's kind of almost dialect rather than anything else. Yeah, you know what I mean. That's quite niche, you know. So go to foot of. Oh, go foot. Oh, you don't say. Yeah, really. Oh, blimey. I'll go to foot of our stairs. You know what I mean? Do you want a really niche northeastern one? Go for it, Bixie. It's all educational. We're into educational special now. Workoo! I see you. Welcome in. How you doing? Our doubts are traitors and make us lose the good we oft might win by fearing to attempt. I'm leaning into the Patrick Stewart bit. Workoo is our. I mean, you do actually have a head of hair, Workoo. So that's the only failing, really. You know what I mean? Everything else, you've got the voice, you've got the timbre, you've got the presence. You just don't have the bald head. If you could work on the bald head, you'd be the full package. You'd be the full Patrick. You know what I mean? But I'll take. You know what? I'll take 80% there. I'll take the 80% of that package. How are you, mate? How you doing? How's your Monday, friend? How you doing? It's good to see you. There's a bit of a bonus stream. Not normally on a Monday, but we weren't on yesterday because of the heat. So I've decided just to come on and just chew the fat, and then we're going to do one or two things with the final hour, because I'm only on for 2 hours, by the way. I'm on the clock as well. For hour 2, I'm either going to do a GeoGuessr hour or I'm going to do a Mad House Listing hour. I'm going to let you guys decide again, actually. I love Patrick Stewart. Ah, yes. He's very British indeed, you know? Very British, very commanding. Yes. Can't think of any slang I regularly use apart from doofus. I bet the thing is, I guess we don't really think about the language we use. We don't see it as slang. You see, I mean, we just speak it. We probably don't realise just how weird it sounds to people. You know. Yeah, you know, chuffed to bits. Yeah. Toronto is only 1.5 hours to Niagara Falls. Would be a fun trip. Oh, that's true. Actually, you could go see the big. Good. What do again? Thank you for the poll, Jade. Vote in the poll, please. For hour 2 of this nonsense, if you want to vote in the poll, I'd appreciate it. Otherwise, I'll just, I might just unilaterally do something else. But I'd like to give the impression of a democracy, on occasion. Your vote matters. Cough, cough. Yeah, the heat. Yeah, that heat has been crazy. Yeah, it's been British heat. Danny, genuine question: have you ever had the opportunity to visit Britain? The United Kingdom, or parts therein. I'm just wondering if you ever landed upon these shores, just how much of a culture shock it would be for you when we started to exposing you to UK culture. I'm planning a trip for 2026. Really? Oh, that'd be amazing, Danny. Well, the good thing about the UK, as you quite know, we're quite bijou. We're quite bijou. You can fit the whole of the United Kingdom into quarter of California or something, which basically means it's reasonably easy to get from A to, compared to the US. You know what I mean? It's kind of like getting from A to B is quite good. So depending where you end up, mate, I'm sure some lounge members will come say hi and make you feel make you feel at home. We'll absolutely do that. That's quite cool. We'll take you out. We'll take you to a traditional British pub let you have some traditional British drinkies, and we'll see how it goes in immersing you in the culture. You know. What's it? Gauk or gauk? To gauk somebody is to finish their apple, specifically with someone who's finished but not really eating it right down to the core. They might say, you want to gauk us, meaning, do you want to finish off the remaining apple flesh around the core? I've yet to find out from my mum whether this applies to finishing the dregs of other foodstuffs or just apples. That is niche. That is really niche. I love it. I love it. I love that. I love that for us, Minxie. That is super. That is super niche. So if you're in the northeast, you can talk like a northeastern Englander. By if you had an apple and somebody's got a half-eaten apple, you can say, "You're going to gauk that." That's a Sunderland classic. Wow. Love it. I love it. Working. I'm not too bad. I'm working on a thing that I sent to a writer friend who worked on a big thing. And they said, hey, this thing sure seems like a great thing. So I'm having a great day, sir. That's really exciting. Cool. I'm really pleased for you, mate. I'm excited for you and I'm pleased for you. As and when you're allowed to share more, you know, please do. Please do, you know. Oh, wow. What one? All right, we'll do a Madhouse listed today. We'll do more training in the week. This is a bonus stream, so it's going to be much of any. You know, it's going to be anything on it. So I'll take you to a Madhouse listed, which you're gonna love. You're gonna love. Niagara Falls. I sure hope they got up. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, Jade is definitely on top of it today. The countryside places are very nice. There's very little cultural differences between the cities other than the accents these days, I find. I don't know, it depends. Where are you based? Worku, don't dox yourself. Which bit of the UK are you in? What have you? Because it's interesting. I think there's certain areas that will surprise you with some of the phraseology. But I know what you're saying. We are a much more globalized nation, you know. Would be hilarious if my vote would be a decider against Geo. I've a good friend who lives on they live on Guernsey. All right, yeah, I know where you are. Yeah, just off France. So we're trying to get them to the UK around the same time so we can meet up. Nice, yeah. It's the Channel Islands, basically, yeah. The only bit of the UK that was taken over by Germany in World War II. I just remember that factoid. I'm losing my spot. I'm still too warm. Husband and I would like to do a kid-free trip. Maybe years before we go. You've got to wait for the kids to grow up, basically, haven't you? And I know you've got your younger kids, you know. It'll come, Lord Pokemon, you know, in a kind of time comes for us all kind of way, you know what I mean? But yeah, you know, hopefully you're able to do it at some point, you know. Have I missed anything? I don't think I've missed anything, so we're good. I think we're good. Yeah, I believe Guernsey's quite a nice place. Never been, but you know, it's one of the Channel Islands. They're meant to be nice. Where am I? It can be like, can I gauk you? Oh my lord. Oh, work calls. No worries, Danny. Do you think the light left your eyes before you even finished that sentence? Nice. I'm in Nottingham here with Robin Hood. Oh, right. Nice. I believe there's a video game festival thing coming up in Nottingham in a couple of weeks as well, isn't there? I think video game. I went to the previous one. Won't be able to get to this one, but it was quite interesting. I'm trying to think if I know anything about Nottingham. So basically I've visited Nottingham, but I haven't visited Nottingham enough to know much more than that I know it exists. There's Nottingham. Yes, the Robin Hood fellow lived here. Etc. Oh my lord, NLK is here. Jade, can we have a shout out for Night Light Knight, please? How are you doing? I know you were playing LA Noire because I was watching you play LA Noire and you were shooting people in LA Noire. It was marvellous to watch you play LA Noire and lovely to see you. How are you doing? How is Nugget? How is the fam in general, friend? We weed our last woo. How old is LA Noire as a game? Because it always strikes me as one of those games that, if not demands a sequel, I feel like there would be a market for a sequel. I don't know. Did it not sell well enough to get one or something? I don't know. But it always feels like, because it's been out for like, I'm going to say 10 years. Is it like a 10-year-old game? 2011. Oh my God, 14 years. It feels like it's kind of in reboot territory, you know what I mean? Or revamp or repolish or sequel territory. I'm surprised, yeah, it's been out for a minute, good Lord. If you are not already following NLK, Night, Light, Night, then please rectify that immediately. Please. I expect you all to adhere to this edict of mine and click through and follow NLK as soon as you are physically able to do so. Fantastic. I forget. I've lost count of how many months I've been subbed to you now. Many, but it feels like I've known NLK for forever, and that's no bad thing. Wonderful human being, super chill vibes, fun place to be. I'm always happy to be in there when I can make it in, and you do absolutely. You do absolutely need to be following them and hanging out with them as well. They are the owner of 2 wonderful doggos, a little nugget of a human being, and I do believe I believe there's a husband lurking in there as well. There he is. Yeah, there he goes. What have you? But yes, how are you, mate? How is the fam? I hope you're okay. You've weed your last week. Sad times. I do hope they do I don't know. It feels like, I don't know. Maybe it's one of those I need to go down the rabbit hole and see if they'll ever do anything in that regard. I don't know. You were getting an ice cream. Oh, what kind of ice cream? You know the detail. You know the bylaws of the lounge, Jade. If you mention food, you have to give details. You can't just say I went for an ice cream. You have to say no. I went for a Haagen-Dazs tub of vanilla ice cream, or I went for a Mars ice cream bar. I went for a Kinder Bueno white cornetto thing. There we go. There's the details that we demand. Love it. Fantastic. I'll have to check your corgi, but is that a euphemism? What I say? That's legitimately the best offer I've had in years. Oh, behave. Okay, right. I shall. So we're going to do Madhouse listings in a minute. Let me just make sure I haven't missed it. Nugget is good. First day daycare. Oh gosh, that's a signature day. That is no. I have the number of months on there. I know you do. I know. I'm being naughty. And okay, I'm being a naughty boy. However, but yeah, how are you doing? It's still I'm in a funny mood apparently. Right. Yeah. Thankfully, it's just 2 floors down from my office in the same building. I'm very lucky. Oh, for the drop off at nursery, fantastic! It is a signature day. You know, that is obviously one of those milestones that you remember and all that kind of stuff. Core memory forming for yourself. It's awesome that they are nearby as well, though. So yeah, I hope it went well. Sounds like it maybe did. Touch wood, and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, lovely. He says, lovely to know that you and the fam are doing okay, mate. And having them that close is useful, isn't it? You know, it's that definitely helps. Right, I am going to do a Madhouse listing. The poll has decided, so we are going to do. We're going to look around the house for you. Do strap in, because my God, we have some fun ones. I need to go here. So we are going to go back here. That's the one. Oh, yes, this is going to be a good one. Yes. So, are you thinking of moving house? Or maybe even just curious about what's out there on the market? Well, I have a house listing for you. These are actual house listings. These are real houses. This is not AI generated. We don't have any AI slop here. If we can make sure we can avoid this, you know what I mean. This is all real stuff. This is a real house for which you can buy for real money, and you could literally move in if you bought it. Thank you and shout out. Can we do a shout, Jay? Can we do a shout out for Snafu Al? I know they're on holiday at the moment, but they have been my purveyor of some of the finest house listings in recent memory. And this is very kindly they provided this slide deck. So they are always deserving of the shout out because they also cheat. Oh, that's wrong. I've done that wrong. No, that's wrong. Oh no, don't do that. Right, let's do this again. They're a wonderful human being for swaps that and that. Right, that's better. They've been very kindly. They've been helping me provide additional materials in this world, for this segment, which means that we can still do it. And I do hope you enjoy what you see, everybody. So we're going to go and look at these places. If you've got the money, you can buy it. Most of the time, not surprisingly, a lot of these places remain on the market. Yeah. Which probably comes as no surprise when you see some of them. The one we saw a couple of streams ago actually had just sold. Normally, like I say, they struggled to sell. It was a bit of a surprise. The one we saw last stream, somebody had actually just bought it and slightly above the asking price as well. So it was like, okay, there's no accounting for taste. So there we go. Yeah, the dungeon, that one, it had actually, Lord Bogomol looked it up. It had actually just sold. For just a few thousand more than it was. Somebody bought it in the state that it was in. Right. Yeah. Yeah, Jade. Yeah, I know. Blimey, indeed. So we're gonna do one now. So while I have the sort of like the materials in front of me, we shall go and we'll do this one. And I think Jade, this one we're going to the UK. So for my international friends, my international cousins, those from America, from Europe, from whatever other part of the world, we're going to North Yorkshire, which is not my neck of the woods per se, but it is up north. It is northern England, but very far up North England. It's a beautiful part of the world where we're going, North Yorkshire, and you can get this one, and we'll see what you think. This is the Taxidermy Apartment House in Scarborough, which is kind of on the coast, I'm going to say, northeast coast of England, North Yorkshire, and you can have it for that's about $400,000. Okay, could be about $400,000. So £325,000. So about $400,000. This is a real house. You can buy it, or you could at the time of publication. You might be too. But the thing is, if you're not fast enough, they might sell. So let's have a look. Boom, here we go. So here we are. This is the house. That is right. Okay, that is more house than I was expecting. I know up north you get more house for your money, but I was not expecting quite this amount of house for £325,000. It's lovely, isn't it? Is that not? Look, from the outside alone, I'll be 325,000. I'll buy it. What's the catch? Yeah, this is classic red brick. That was probably built in the 1800s, something like that. It's probably got a bit of history. It's probably got a ghost, actually. Look at that garden. Yeah. Nice little garden. It'd be a pain to mow, but we'll get somebody else to do it. Yeah, down south, it would be over $1 million, Jade. Not even close. Easily over. You just wouldn't get something. If you were to try and buy this in Surrey, like southeast England or something like that, something this big, not $1 million wouldn't buy it. Actually, you'd be looking at somewhere between 1.2, 1.5 mil. You know what I mean? Vibe Quest. I like that name actually. Vibe Quest. I like saying it more than anything else. Vibe Quest. Hello, welcome in. Welcome in. This is a nice house, isn't it, so far? But what's the catch? In the Midlands, that's over $1 million. Yeah, exactly. So this is North Yorkshire. All right. So as Yorkshire people will tell you, God's own country. Okay. 325,000. So what could possibly be the catch? Why are we not writing a check for this already? Why are we not buying this? Shall we look inside? Do we need to look inside? Should we just move on to the next? Shall we just move on to the next one? We're buying it. Sold as seen. Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? I think we should just go. I don't think do we need to look inside? Do I sound like the estate agent right now who's basically saying, "Oh, you like the outside? Shall we settle now? Shall we complete here just on the lawn? Cup of tea while we do this?" I'd quite like to look inside. No, the inside is great. You just extrapolate from the external fixtures and fittings, and the internal bits will be amazing. You'll love it. Let that table and chairs looks too white. It's white metal. It's a kind of a very common garden furniture design in the UK. That's kind of like made out. I don't know. Would it be iron? They are surprisingly heavy. Usually, those actually. Yeah, iron. They are pig iron, aren't they? They're usually pretty heavy. It's definitely got a sex dungeon, hasn't it? Work. Ooh! Enough of your proclivities, my fine, strapping young man. It might or might not have a donjon, but let us find out when we procure pictures of the inside. Yeah? Instant reaction is that this whole inside has to be rebuilt at that sort of listing price. Shall we go inside? I feel like you're not going to kind of like be satisfied until I take you inside. Okay. Okay. I'll just. I want to go back outside, please. No. I'm just going to text the daughter about something. Actually, I might. Yes. No, take me back. Look, I just need to go check on something. So I'm not even going to go to BRB. I'm just going to leave this on. I'm actually just going to step away for 30 seconds. Hang on. Right, hello. Right, welcome in. I followed you on Insta if you have time to check. Thank you, VibeQuest. I'll check it out in a bit. Right. Oh, that's me and stairs. I need to get fitter. Right. Lots of. Is the cat real or stuffed? That's a question. That's a question and a half. Oh God. Do you know? Is it bad that I can't tell? I don't know if I can tell or not. Let's move on. Oh no. Just. Yeah. Oh no, that cat is definitely stuffed. Look at that cat. That cat has not been with us for quite some time. That's the dead cat. Jade, this house is for you. No, Jade, right? When I saw this in the listings, prepping and stuff like that, okay, and I was like, ooh, Jade's gonna love this, and she's gonna love me because I've found this house for her, and therefore, she'll love me even more. You know, it's just like I just thought it's a win-win. I just thought Jay's gonna love this. I would not go near them things be haunted and creepy. But you're Jade, would you like to do your custom sound right now? Exclamation mark murder. Taxidermy creep shout. We found your wheat. Is this your kryptonite?
Hello.
It's exclamation mark murder yours, just as a reminder. Yeah, hello indeed though.
It's murdering time!
That's your brand. That's your brand. And you're telling me that your kryptonite is stuffed animals. Okay. I think it's lovely. I think it's lovely. I love the fact, right, that if they haven't stuffed it, right, they have a porcelain version of it. Can you see all the porcelain on the shelves? Look at that. Taxidermy and murder are entirely different. Taxidermists are just incompetent murderers. I just think they're murderers who go down a slightly different path. That's all. They just like to keep mementos of their nefarious deeds, Jade. That's what I'm thinking, to be honest. You know? Can we talk about the colour scheme, though? While we're here, can we just talk a little bit about the colour scheme? And the ridiculously OT... What is it about these places and chandeliers? Why do they always go for these, like, just... Oh, what is it about these light fittings? It does me head in. Yeah, I said, Danny, you might still be in lurk, Fred, but there's a British phrase for you. It does my head in. If something kind of you can't understand and it confuses you and slightly annoys you, it does me head in. It's quite a northern thing, actually, that. I think it's Northern England. But seriously, chandeliers in houses that don't need chandeliers does me head in. Got to tell you. I don't think they actually do the killing, though, do they? I can't believe this is a conversation I'm having. I don't know. Are you you know what? Maybe that's a question we don't want to have the answer to. How many mites do you reckon in this place? Oh, I do believe that they boil the. I do believe they boil the carcasses quite thoroughly to deal with that issue, Jade. They kind of sterilise them, you know. So I think my understanding is. I think they keep the entire animal. They boil it. No, they gut it. Then they boil it to sterilise it, and then we'll go from there. I think one would hope very sterilised. But yeah, I got to tell you, there's going to be this place is going to smell slightly off, isn't it? It is genuinely going to smell slightly off. Oh God. Just there's like yeah. Just so much going on in here. I just don't know. I don't know what to say. Oh my God. Sorry. It's raining. Hang on, is it coming? Blimey. It's decided to rain. It's decided to cane it down. Right. This is looking like an old place. I think it's 1800s Vipecrest. I think it's probably turned. I think it's probably like a Victorian place. Yeah, old school carpeting. Awful lot of dead animals wherever you look. You know, if you've got that, so you've got that going on. Hang on, let's move on. Okay, right. Okay, I was going to say, right. Okay, I like the fact that it tells you that this is the kitchen. Look at this. This is high end. They have, seriously, this is a rich person's house. They have Smeg cookware, and this stuff ain't cheap, right? They've got it all. They've got it all color coordinated. They've got that kettle, that Smeg kettle, £100. That Smeg toaster, 120 quid. That Smeg coffee machine or drinks thing, 500-600 quid. Tell you right now. Seriously. You know what? They've got a little, for some reason, there's a little service bell. I don't know what that's about. I don't know why we've got one of them going on. It's actually for the house, it's like it's quite a cleverly staged photo because it's kind of taken away from the fact that this is quite a narrow kitchen. Yeah, can you know what I mean? If you look at this and you look at this is, I'm not saying it's tiny, but it is quite it is a bit of a galley kitchen. Got a little place to chill out here. I don't ask me what they've used for the. That's probably real fur or something horrible. I don't know. But but on the whole, the kitchen's all right. You know what I mean? This is okay. I don't hate it. I do not hate this. Don't hate this. But we have another room to go to. Oh God. Oh no, this is where you get to sleep. Jade. Jade. This is where you go to sleep now. What do you mean nope? It looks like a very comfy room. It looks cozy. Yeah, there's there's lots going on here. There's Paddington Bears, they're cute. There's cute Paddington Bears. There's dog things going on. Vibecrest, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. You are now a member of the lounge. You have access to !GIF GIF list if you want to use some of the GIFs and all that. But welcome into we're delighted to have you here. Hope you're doing okay. And I do hope you enjoy your time here in the lounge. Variety streamer. Well, we just happen to be doing Madhouse listings today. Nobody's doing any extracurricular activities in here with all those things watching. What you mean, homework, Jade, or watching or watching Twitch? What do you mean, Jade? What do you mean? Just gut the whole thing and sage it. There is a definite air of phasmophobia about this, isn't it? This could be a phasmophobia map. Yeah. Like when they go in and they're there with the spirit box and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. This is a phasmophobia house, isn't it? Look at the state. Okay, yeah, lots of things. Another stuffed cat, stuffed dog, stuffed fox. Oh God, they got. Can you see the collection of Toby jugs? Can you see them there? The Toby jugs. Those are, I believe, they're quite collectible still. Those idea of like for those who don't know, they're like big porcelain mugs that are then in the shape of somebody's head. Very popular. They were very popular, usually of like kings and queens and stuff. But bit bizarre, but very collectible with some people. Okay, right, yeah, just yeah. Come on, actually, is this the same bedroom? Hang on. Oh, okay, right. Okay, another bloody chandelier. We have a monkey lamp. So that's nice. More stuffed things. So many. Oh, there's a bust of Queen Victoria. So they're a bit of a royalist as well. That's nice. They're a bit of a royalist. I actually hate this house. Jade, I found this house for you. This house. This is the house. This is the house where you. This is your forever home. This is where you could truly settle in, friend. I'm not sure about the colour of the carpet. It is a bit full on. Not sure about the colour of the carpet. Let's shall we move on? Let's move on. Boom. The dining room. What is going on? It's a bit snug. I'm trying to work what on earth's going on in this room. So there's another massive trophy thing here. So can you imagine, right? You're sitting in here, right, trying to eat like your spaghetti bolognese, all right? You're just trying to have a bowl of pasta of an evening, okay? And you sit down and you've got this thing staring at you when you're trying to eat in this cramped room. I mean, that's proper old school silverware and everything, isn't it? You know, you've got all this. It's just so busy. It's so cluttered. I think that's what. Jade, can you see what's on the little chair? Look at the little doll chair. There's a look at the little dolly. This is a Phasmo room. This is a Phasmo house, isn't it? Look at that. There's a little, there's ding, ding. All you need now in this room is one of those musical, one of those like music boxes to kind of go off, but slightly out of tune. Yeah. Ding a wing a roses, pocket full of posies. Ding ding ding. You know what I mean? Lovely. You'd have it'd be amazing. It'd be amazing. You're eating the cupcakes the kids made. Nice. Free sugar. I love it. We're just admiring this room, Lord Bogabol. It's quite nice. Lots of stuffed things yet again. So much clutter, so much porcelain. It's just relentless. It doesn't stop. Oh, there's got to be... What else? Oh, God. How many foxes have they stuffed? I have lost count of the number of foxes in this house. If there is not a chair or a table in this house that doesn't have some sort of dead animal on it, but they seem to be particularly fond of foxes. And then this is the owl. This is the owl nook. You've got an owl here. Yet more porcelain figurines. Oh my God! Can you imagine being the person who has to clear this house out? Yeah. Can you imagine being the person who is ultimately like tasked with emptying this place? A weird doll by the clock. Yeah, there's a little dolly. It's another little special friend for you, Jade. You need a full-time person just to dust and clean the services. I think it's fair to say. Well, actually, they're rich enough. I think they might have enough money that they could maybe afford a cleaner. But can we just point out once again, this place is £325,000, which is not bad. I mean, if you gut it, you know. The only thing missing is a bust of Margaret Thatcher. You know what? I won't be surprised if there's one knocking about somewhere. It's seriously. Okay, we could go upstairs, I think. Ooh, oh God. What's this? Oh right, so this is the television nook upstairs. Of course there's some stuffed birds here. More porcelain in a cabinet. A little carriage clock. More of that blood red carpet. More porcelain. God, they loved their porcelain, didn't they? Seriously, they're obsessed with it. It was obviously their thing. It was obviously their thing throughout their life. This is the telly corner. This is for watching your stories. Watching me soaps. I mean, it's snug. I'll give it that. Right. No empty space in any wall. No. Yes, this is a house of a certain generation. Lord Bogomol is my feeling. I get the feeling that this is. It almost feels like my grandmother's generation. When she was a kid during the. I mean, she's passed away now, but she was a kid during the war. And there was porcelain was huge. These little porcelain. She collected like porcelain bits and bobs and stuff like this. Not like she didn't do taxidermy, thank Christ, but she did do like bits and bobs of porcelain. I do feel it's a certain generation that loved it. This person just happened to have means to fill an entire house with it. Yeah. Yeah, you could watch Fawlty Towers here, couldn't you? Yeah. Ooh. Do you know what? The bathroom is okay. That's actually all right. I mean, all right, they've got like little, they've still got some little statuettes going on. But but it's actually okay. This is this is fine. This room, this is the safe room. I wonder if the figures of the retirements I'll have to live off. Lord Bogger, I hear what you're saying. I think maybe there's an element of that, but I also feel, just kind of thinking back to when my nan was with us, you know, is that I think that wasn't even the thinking. It was, I think they might have had a vague idea they could sell some stuff, but I just genuinely felt that I think they just collect. You know, they just, you know, it was something you collected, you know. So maybe it was half hobby that just got out of control with a vague rationalization. They could eventually sell it. You know, this is your inheritance, you know. And then all you're going to do is get a house mover in here who will just basically give you like a flat fee for the lot, you know. But yeah, this is surprisingly modern. This is quite nice. This is actually the bathroom. I actually quite like. Quite nice. Boom. Ooh. Oh wow. Okay. They also liked Yankee Candle. They also love the Yankee Candle, everybody. You love a Yankee Candle. Jade, see this? I told you. Death. Death is coming. Yes, this is. Yeah, you know what you know what I've told you before about candles, Jade. Hate them. I hate candles. They give me anxiety. But can you see? They've got so many candles that the shelf is bowing. Can you see? It's straining under the weight of them because these are big. These ones, they've got the proper, like, you know, tubs. They're a lot of money, and they're bloody heavy. There's like 100 kilograms on that shelf alone. Oh my God, do they think they ever use them? That's what I wonder. Again, I feel they just collect them. I don't know if they use them. You know, can you imagine saying, "Oh, I think I'll light the, you know, the lemon scent one today." You know, I don't think they do that. You know, you need the smell of them to cover all the smell of all the dead stuff. You see, Lord Bogmo, you're right. If that's it. If they were using these, if they lit every single one to kind of counteract the mustiness everywhere else in this house. I do quite like the fact that they have a Yankee Candle pantry. I don't know. It just seems like why not? You know what? Why not? I love it. I love the fact they've got it. That actually amuses me quite a lot. And Yankee Candles. I mean, if you're talking about if you are talking about something you can resell, Yankee Candles. I mean, you know, you could. I mean, if they've not been used, you can probably get a few quid for them. You know, this is the place to start the fire to burn the house down. But seriously, I think we get some external shots to finish it. Boom! But look at this. Look at the garden, people. Look at what you get for your money. I cannot overstate just how much of a bargain this is. If you were to gut that place, right? Like, clean it out of all the clutter, rip up the carpeting because you do not want to keep the carpet. Take everything off the walls and repaint it. Just, you know, repaint everything like magnolia, beige, whatever, something nice and neutral. For £325,000, with this amount of garden as well. Look, they've even got a little rose terrace. Look even here. They've got this little terrace that goes to a lovely little tree. It's like really nice. I genuinely could fit the floor space of my flat in that garden with room to spare. There you go. For 325 grand. Seriously. I mean, it's a bargain, ladies and gentlemen. It's an absolute bargain. Oh, here we go. We get to see the bit at the back. Look, this is the last picture. Look, this is the little rose nook. They've even got a dovecote. They've got a fancy dovecote. Dovecote? Look at it. They've even got themselves like a lovely little area here with little bird houses. I don't know what's going on with the statuary, but you know, they love a. What is it? Why do they think these look classy? I always think these just kind of accentuate the cheapness because they're not real. You know they're not real. So the fact that you have them in a way just feels like, I don't know. Maybe there's some nicer ones. I've never been a fan of them. You know. This would be the reading with a cup of coffee in the morning era. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So that's the last picture. Let me just... I haven't got time for the next one, but I just want to see what it's going to be like when we go. Okay, that'll be an interesting one to do at some point, but we're not going to do it today, unfortunately. I'm actually going to say... I said this has to be a reasonably short stream because... oh, what's that do? Why is that beeping? Don't beep at me. I don't like it when it makes beeps I don't like. Right, okay. That's better. Oh, right. Okay. Right. And it's done something very strange with my icons and my web system, my monitor here. Ignore me, I'm just moving a few things around. But yeah, but there you go, £325,000. Jade, never let it be said that I don't find nice things for you. I thought you would love that murder house. a lovely, lovely dead animals house, you know. But yeah, this is going to be a short one, guys. I mean, you know, short even for me because there's a little mini bonus stream. We will be back on, well, I'm going to say Wednesday. I'm going to be back on Wednesday. All things being equal, touch wood. We will return. Well, I don't know. We could probably do an indie game, or I think we might do. I would like to do some more GeoGuessr training on Wednesday, maybe as well, though. I'm never trusting you with a gift again. No, Jade. We always like to get you. You know, we thought of you when we saw that one. We thought, no, Jade would love this. But yeah, seriously, 300. I can't get over the price. 325 grand. There must be something. There's probably something we're not seeing. All right, forget all the decor. The decor can be gutted. All right. Just looking at that property, there's something we're not seeing structurally. Because for £325,000 for that tells me what's it missing. I didn't see any gas central heating. For a start, I bet the wiring hasn't been changed in 50 years, so you probably have to do something like that. Structural damage. See, there's probably something structural that needs like shoring up or something like that. So you know what I mean. But then again, you do the maths on it. How much to fix versus how much it would cost you to get one without the problems. You know, and it does smell like dead stuff, indeed, Winnie. It's the thought that counts. I know, love. It's the thought, and I thought of you, Jade. Thought of you, my friend. Right, I'm going to see who's live. Please join me on this raid. I will take you somewhere good, I promise you. Also, you will get yourself some bonus pocket money, which is used for the raffle when we open that up later in the year. So that's all good. Here we go. Thank you, everybody who uses the Streamlit cards. Much appreciated. I'll do that giveaway at some point. It's ridiculous. I really need to catch up with that. If you use the stickers, thank you very much. The ones that are free are Mod Love, Pride, Good Vibes. Those ones are 0 bits. Others cost, but those will be. New lounge member today, Vibe Quest. Welcome in. And we've got some resubs from Vodka, Titan, and Izzy. Some of my oldest supporters here in the lounge. Thank you, all three of you. And Jade was my lovely moderator. TangiaBot is just along for the ride. Why they appear in those credits, I don't know. But there we are. There we go. Yes, do let them know that Daddy sent us. That'd be good. They will understand, I hope, when I eventually choose a raid target. Give me a second. I just need to just do an F5 refresh on who is live. Just give us a second. And I will take you somewhere nice. Like I say, it's been a short one today, but I appreciate you for just hanging out while we have been on this short one. I really do. Where should we go? I think, because I've never raided them before, and I don't think I've ever had the opportunity to raid them because of the timings they're normally on, and I've only I think I've followed them for a while, actually, because I know them via Domestic Billis, so Sarah and Glenn. Peace X Peace is on. And she's from, so good news for she's American. So it's good for you, so you can talk American at her, American people. But yeah, seriously, she's lovely. I've kind of had the opportunity to hang out in her community a little bit, and she's great fun. She's really funny. She's got a great vibe. Real kind of kind of a sharp wit, I think is the way I would describe it. And it's just a good place to hang around. She's a massive Star Trek fan as well. You'll see everything is kind of around that. and she is currently playing Super Mario Maker 2. I kind of need to read them, but I will say hi and bye before I disappear. But let's go see Peace. Seriously, she's really she is really good. She's about to get a double raid, by the way, because she's just had one raid, and we're about to add to the fun. So it's going to be very exciting. I love it when we do chaos. So thank you everybody for being here. I love you all. Take care. Good night.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.